I do believe that, like, if they quit stopping the clock on first downs, you really wouldn't notice it that much. But some of these other suggestions, like the one about cranking the clock back after an incomplete pass, I mean, they estimate that may take away like 14, 15, 20 plays a game, Josh. What are we doing here?
What is that thing, like the Overton window, where you suggest something radical so you can settle where you actually wanted to?
That's
I think
a good point,
the fourth proposal was, okay, we got this thing that's going to be fairly controversial. Let's throw out something ridiculous. Then we'll drop it at the 11th hour, and everyone will say, okay, run the clock after first downs, and we'll get what we wanted to, or at least they will. I just asked this yesterday, and I'll ask it again today. And you guys have probably talked about this as well. There are actual crises facing our sport, at least within the context of what the sport is. I have done our show for a while, and I open up our mailbag all the time, and I get common complaints from college football fans by the thousands and thousands all the time. I have not had a single person, I kid you not, email me or DM me and say, the length of games is too much for me. Nope. I've never heard it. I'm not saying it's not out there. I'm saying I've never heard it. And yet every time you hear one of the more high-level mustache college football leader types talk, they speak like this is the existential threat facing the sport. And it's really just kind of a threat that's facing the expanding of their wallet. And these are the same people who look you in the eye, like the Texas president did, or the AD did once upon a time, and said, we're not going to the Pac-12 because we don't want our student athletes to have to travel that far. Also, we're going to make $300 million with the Longhorn Network, but we really care about the kids. Yeah. This is the same group now. The same kind of person telling you, we have to shorten these games. We have to look out for player safety. However, we are going to ask some of them to play 17 games if they want to win a national championship in our future format, but we are looking out for the kids. Trust us. That's all it's about. I don't really buy that.
On that, though, real quickly, is it about shortening the game for the media partners, or is it shortening the number of plays? This is controversial, but if we're shortening the actual length of the game for TV windows, halftime is too long. And I know that may mean that we can't walk a homecoming queen at a slow pace. We may have to put her in a Corvette to get her out to midfield to get her roses. We may have to cut one of the band songs out or something, but halftimes are too long compared to the NFL. We could cut off about 9 minutes of time, and that would help us instead of cutting plays. But if we're trying to cut plays for safety,
that's what they're saying.
That doesn't help. Yeah. But if we're worried about a TV window, halftime's too long.
It's like watching a kid walk down the road, and he throws a rock through the window, and then he yells, "This window's broken. We have to fix it." And he broke the window the whole time. You've got, let's just say conservatively, 10 ad breaks per game. There's more than that. Let's just say 10. Let's say you've added 1 30-second spot per. That's 5 minutes. Let's say your review process aggregates into 5 minutes of raw time per game. And then let's say you shave halftime by 5 minutes. I just bought you 15 minutes there. But that involves you taking a profit cut, and that's not something they're interested in. So instead, we have to alter what the problem isn't, and that is the game itself, to fix what the problem actually is, which is the formatting of the game.